Big Ed Brown and Liz Woods are not getting married on 90-day fiancé. Happily ever after. Here's what happened between the controversial couple. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching for more details. 90-day fiancé. Happily ever after. Star Big Ed Brown and Liz Woods didn't get married and will never marry for one specific reason. Big Ed and Liz met after his breakup with Rose Vega from 90-day fiancé. Before the 90 days, Big Ed approached the waitress manager at his favorite San Diego restaurant and started dating her. Big Ed and Liz split before their 90-day. The single life season 1 was over. However, they kept coming back together again and again after splitting up more than a dozen times until deciding to get married in August 2023. Big Ed and Liz went to Florida for group couple therapy. It helped them realize they were meant to be together. Big Ed proposed to Liz one last time. He thought they had left their 13 splits behind them. Big Ed felt that Liz was making him a better son, a better father, and a better partner. Meanwhile, Liz reflected on their growth in communication. However, the newer episodes of 90-Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After, showed that Liz and Big Ed were still fighting about trivial issues, such as Liz's daughter spilling a bit of flour on the kitchen counter. Big Ed and Liz revealed their plans to move to Arkansas in 90-day, the last resort. They knew their lives were going to get even more chaotic after the big move. Big Ed and Liz were interested in living in a big house. The couple had bought a house together in July 2023, which they proudly showed off in an episode of 90-Day Diaries Season 4. The former photographer spoke about having moved halfway across the country because he had a lot of family in Arkansas. Meanwhile, Liz claimed that she chose Arkansas for one important reason. Liz said Big Ed's family supported their relationship and that mingling with his family helped strengthen their relationship. After all, Liz was going to start a new life with Big Ed in Bentonville. They were getting married there and had also launched brand new careers in real estate. While Liz knew nothing about the industry, she was ready to launch herself as a real estate agent in the market. Big Ed hadn't told Liz that he needed the money badly, as he was spending a lot of trying to plan their fairy tale wedding. They chose the wedding date as it was their anniversary. The wedding of Edward and Elizabeth was set to take place at 3 p.m. at Holland Barn in Arkansas. The ceremony was to take place in a chapel outside a barn and wrap up by 10 p.m. The wedding guests were supposed to wear bohemian attire. However, everyone was asked not to wear anything white, especially white dresses. House red and white wine, light beer, and seltzers were going to be provided until they ran out. Guests were asked for permission to be filmed because it was going to be a filmed event. Big Ed Brown engaged to Liz Woods on 90-day. The single life smiling with Liz's daughter. Liz told the cameras that Ed canceled the wedding during her confessional segment on episode 6. She was at a loss for words as she revealed that they got into an argument in front of Big Ed's family a few nights ago. Liz revealed that Big Ed's sister was at the house and Big Ed had made taco pasta for dinner. Riley found the dish to be too spicy for her. However, Big Ed told Riley to stop being a baby. Liz didn't appreciate what Big Ed said and called him out on it. He then attacked Liz, saying, "Look at you. You're crazy." At that point, Liz and Big Ed were arguing in front of his family. She said that Big Ed didn't try to talk her through it. She knew that Big Ed didn't like being put into a corner. He doesn't like to listen to how he messes up a situation. Later that night, after Liz went to bed, she woke up to find that Big Ed was gone. A couple of days later, Liz received a text message from their wedding officiant, telling her how sorry he was that the wedding was called off. Big Ed revealed that Liz, arguing with him, helped him show his sister Elizabeth how Liz really is. Big Ed's feelings were hurt because of Liz blowing up in front of his sister, his nephew, and his niece. Big Ed admitted that he made Riley's taco pasta too spicy and said it was a mistake, but that wasn't the issue. The problem was that Liz had escalated such a dumb fight to the point where he didn't want to be around her anymore. Big Ed confessed he was very embarrassed by Liz getting upset and yelling at him. He had built Liz up to be the love of his life to all his family, but she embarrassed him in front of them. The fight made him realize they were lying to themselves, and things were never going to get better. They would go back to this same fighting, and Big Ed didn't want to live like that for the rest of his life. Big Ed called the wedding venue and got his deposit back. He started calling his friends. Now all they had to do was to admit the truth to each other and move on. Big Ed didn't want to be miserable for the rest of his life if he continued down the same path and married Liz. He didn't want to be divorced, as it would mean a third divorce for Liz as well. He didn't know how Liz reacted to the news of their wedding being canceled because he hadn't told her yet, but had gone ahead and canceled the venue. He didn't tell her because he knew Liz wouldn't want to believe that it was true. He knew he was not going to marry Liz. The fight was nowhere close to any of the fights they'd had before on 90 Day Fiancé, so Liz didn't understand why Big Ed had to cancel the wedding. She could not figure out how Big Ed could just cancel the wedding over stupid taco pasta. Liz thought Big Ed was getting cold feet and that he never really wanted to get married. Liz believed they had been the best we've ever been and still had their issues. But Liz had shown Big Ed the best of her efforts, which signified how he meant everything to her. Big Ed didn't even have a conversation with Liz before calling off the wedding. She felt broken because of him. Big Ed ignored Liz while he stayed at his sister's. Liz thought of Big Ed as a coward and a weakling because of what he did. Liz has known Big Ed for long enough to know how he thinks and what his actions mean. Big Ed may have always been looking for reasons to cancel the wedding. The taco pasta argument was just an excuse for him to get rid of Liz on 90 Day Fiancé. Happily ever after.